Hi. This is what happens when you're quarantined. And I noticed by waiting down on the floor here that we need to vacuum this carpet.
Okay. It's a sweatshirt kind of day.
Apparently it is. We're both rocking the hoodie.
Yeah.
Good
Cold.
afternoon, everybody. Thanks for being here with us today. Again, we appreciate all the positive vibes. Thank you for all the well wishes yesterday for General. We really appreciate it, and so does he. We today are sponsored, and I wish again we were using the front of the camera because we're using the glass that even says it on the glass, but you can't read it. This is bourbon from the St. Augustine Distillery. So cheers to that. If you guys don't know the story, first of all, if you've never been to St. Augustine, that's where my folks live. I had not been there until I moved there, but it's an amazing town. A lot of really cool history. So any history buffs out there, you probably have already been there or at least know about it. Cool thing about this distillery that you may not know, the building is an old ice factory, and it had been closed down for years. And some big developer was going to buy it and turn the whole area into a bunch of like condos for not poor people. And a bunch of local people in the community said, "No, we don't want that." So apparently a bunch of local families pooled their money, bought the property, and started a distillery. And so it's pretty cool. A lot of positive stuff going on there. I know they make bourbon, gin. Their gin, I think, is won best craft gin for a couple of years now. So they're doing really well. And if you go there, free tour anytime you go in. And then you also get to sample things for free, which is also lovely.
I had the best tour of St. Augustine. It's like this Happy Gal production.
Look at you. That's funny. So anyway, a little more detail about that particular distillery because that's one of the few that I've actually been to. Number of times, actually.
That was the best tour, though. You have to admit.
Yeah. They said no hugging or kissing the barrels. They were talking to me.
True. I was also talking about Kaplan's tour.
Oh, well.
That was the best.
What could not be best about it?
That's right.
So when we're all out again,
we're all going to St. Augustine.
Yeah, go down there. Check out the distillery.
Who wants to go on a bus trip with the Harrisons?
That would be a good time.
That'd be awesome.
Well,
see this
anyway.
sweatshirt much more often.
Anyway, it's Tuesday. It's kind of gloomy up here in North Jersey, so we're going to try to brighten the day a little bit here.
So this is what you meant when you said that you would spend. And now it's time to build from the bottom to the top, right to the top. Don't hold back. Packing my bags and giving the academy a rain check. I don't ever want to let you down. I don't ever want to leave this town. understand. I'm never changing who I am. It's time to begin, isn't it? I get a little bit bigger, but then I'll admit I'm just the same as I was. Now don't you understand? I'm never changing who I am.
That's a fun tune.
Yeah, it is.
It's Imagine Dragons, yes?
Yes, it's Imagine Dragons. I love them. Just saying, I'm a big fan. They got their start in Vegas. Actually, they were playing all on the Strip and ran into the right people. That was it. That's the very short version.
What's it called?
Woo!
Yeah.
Yeah. And then this song.
By a guy who definitely got a different start.
For sure.
In London when he was like 15.
Yeah. Lucky.
As I was strolling down the garden path, I saw a flower growing in the dark. It looked so pretty and it was unique. I had to bend down just to have a peek. Hello, old friend.
Hello, friend.
It's really good to see you once again. Hello, old friend.
Hello,
Really good
friend.
to see you once again. Saw you walking underneath the stars. I couldn't stop 'cause I was in a car. I'm sure that this wouldn't be too far if I got out and walked to where you are. Hello, old friend.
Hello, friend.
It's really good to see you once again. Hello, old friend.
Hello,
Really good
friend.
to see you once again. An old man passed me on the street today. I thought I knew him, but I couldn't say. I stopped to think if I could place his parade. When he tipped his hat, I knew his name. Hello, old friend.
Hello, friend.
It's really good to see you once again. Hello, old friend.
Hello,
Really good
friend.
to see you once again.
I see your friends out there. Woo!
Hello, old friend.
Hello, friend.
Really good to see you once again. Hello, old friend.
Hello,
Really good
friend.
to see you once again. Little Clapton action there. It's funny, man. Years ago, I remember reading his biography, and probably one of them. You probably had a couple by now, but I remember just being jealous because like he was like 15 years old, gigging in London, and it's like, even if I lived in a major metropolitan city, there's no way I could have been gigging at that age, like when I was 15. So it's just like well, at least not gigging the same kind of way. I was gigging at 15. I was just playing like open mics. But yeah, just like, man, times certainly have changed. 1, 2, trip back to the 90s there. Pretty showing love, guys. Really do. Ew. Don't appreciate the strings I got tuned. I will say I haven't changed the strings on this since we started this. That's not good. I usually change strings on my performing guitars pretty often. So maybe I'll be doing that tonight. We are working on trying to do the setup with a more professional camera and run the audio through our mixing console to have a bigger, nicer sound and presentation for you. So we are working on that. It's just presenting a lot more challenges than we originally thought it would. So we will get there, though. Promise. So this tune is a Rolling Stones song, but this is a Townes Van Zandt cover of that Rolling Stones song. And it can be found at the end of one of our favorite movies,
Yes.
The Big Lebowski. Now, speaking of The Big Lebowski,
Yesterday.
a small announcement. Well, yes, there was 420, but that's a whole other thing. The Big Lebowski has, since it's coming out 20-something years ago now, has inspired a religion called Dudism. Yeah, it's everything you would possibly think it would be. However, it costs nothing for you to become an ordained Dudist priest. So, what do you do when you're really bored in quarantine? You try things. So, I'm a Dudist, and I shall abide, and I'm an ordained Dudist priest. So, if you would like me to, take care of a marriage or anything like that, I'll be happy to do it for you, man. I shall abide.
Or just
So,
abide.
here's to that.
You're here.
And maybe we can watch that movie later while I put new strings on the guitar.
Sounds like a plan.
When you're sitting there in your silk upholstered chair, talking to some rich folk that you know, well, I hope you won't see me in my ragged company. You know I could never be alone. Take me down, little Susie, take me down. Know you think you're the queen of the underground. Send me dead flowers every morning. Send me dead flowers by the mail. Send me dead flowers to my wedding. Yeah. And I won't forget to put roses on your grave. When you're sitting back in your rose pink Cadillac, placing bets on Kentucky Derby Day, I'll be in my basement room with a needle and a spoon and another girl to take my pain away. Take me down, little Susie. It's so funny. If you listen to the original version of that song, the Stones did it as a really fast country tune. So I kind of like the slower version myself, but to each his own. Cheers again. And, again, to quote the dude, or his dudeliness, or El Duderino, if you're not into the whole brevity thing, if you prefer the fast version of that song, well, that's like your opinion, man. I'm a lot more amused by it than she is. Strands in your eyes, call them wonderful, stop me and steal my breath.
Emeralds from the mountains, thrust towards the sky, never revealing their tale.
Tell me we belong together.
Dress it up with the trappings of love.
I'll be captivated, hang from your lips.
Instead of the gallows, heartache and hang from above.
I'll be your crying shoulder. I'll be love suicide. I'll be better when I'm older. I'll be the greatest man of your life.
Well, rain falls, angry on the tin roof, sweet lie awake in my bed.
You're my survival. You're my living proof. My love is alive and not dead.
Tell me that we belong together.
Dress it up with trappings of love.
I'll be captivated, I'll hang from your lips.
Instead on the gallows of heartache that hang from above. I'll be your crying shoulder. I'll be love suicide. I'll be better when I'm older. I'll be the greatest man in your life. I dropped out, I burned out, I thought my way back from the dead.
Oh, I've turned in, turned on, remember the things that you said.
Tell me we belong together. Dress it up with trappings of love. Be captivated, hang from your lips. Instead of the gallows, the heartache that hang from above. I'll be your crying shoulder. I'll be love suicide. I'll be better when I'm older. I'll be the greatest man of your life. I'll be your crying shoulder. I'll be love suicide. I'll be better when I'm older. I'll be the greatest man of your life.
Greatest man of your
Gotta love that tune, man. Appreciate all the love pouring in, folks. Thank you very, very much for joining us on this Tuesday. And the feed just died. Oh, feed is back.
It's back.
It cut out for a second, but we're back. Sorry about that, guys. Can never really explain that. We have really good internet here. So That has happened for us in a little while, so hopefully we're staying connected to you guys. This is a tune that we do, but we haven't done it in a while. We definitely haven't done it on the live feed.
We do it more for Halloween.
Yeah, Halloween. It keeps cutting out. The feed keeps cutting out. Thanks for sticking around. Sorry. I associate this next song with Halloween a lot because it's been featured in each of the Scream movies. What's it called? Yeah, like Scream 1, Scream 2, the horror movies. This song has been in pretty much every single one of the film soundtracks. It's a song by Nick Cave and the Bad Seeds. I think it's also used on a series called Peaky Blinders on Netflix. So if you watch that show, you might recognize the song as well. And for me personally, when I used to work at the Haunted Hayride over at Heaven Hill, this is the song I would listen to driving over there to sort of get in the zone, get all psyched up to go scare people in the dark. So anyway, here's a little Red Right Hand. Where the viaduct looms like a bird of doom as the ships that crack. Where secrets lie in the humming wires and the border fires. And man, you know you're never coming back. Past the square, past the mill, past the bridge, past the stacks. On a gathering storm comes a tall, handsome man, dusty black coat with a red right hand. He'll wrap you in his arms, tell you that you've been a good boy. They'll rekindle all the dreams it took you a lifetime to destroy. Reach deep into the hole, hear your shrinking soul, but there won't be a single thing that you do. He's a ghost, he's a god, he's a man, he's a guru. They're whispering his name through this disappearing land. Hidden in his coat is a red right hand. You don't got no money, he'll get you some. You don't got no car, he'll get you one. You don't got no self-respect, you feel like an insect. Well, don't you worry, everybody, here he comes. Through the ghetto and the barrio and the borrow and the slums. His shadow is cast wherever he stands. Stacks of green paper in his red right hand. See him in your nightmares, you see him in your dreams. He'll appear out of nowhere, but he ain't what it seems. You see him in your head on a TV screen. Hey buddy, I'm warning you to turn it up. He's a ghost, he's a god, he's a man, he's a guru. You're one microscopic cog in his Take me home, Jen. I gotta tip my hat to Jen because she learned that part about 30 minutes ago.
Christian goes, hey, wouldn't it be great if we put this in the song? I'm like, oh, okay, let's do it. Let's do it. So,
Yeah. And you're just so unbelievably talented.
Nah, it's only a few songs, a few keys. It's all good, baby.
Hi, Tom. Thank you again, brother. You're a very, very generous man. Tom's one of our very good friends who has been throwing some cash in the tip jar, and we are unbelievably grateful for that. Thank you very, very much.
Well, the list of all of the people.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Many.
Many beeps.
This is a new one for us. We did this once at a gig. Someone requested it, and we kind of faked it. But
we faked it, and we were like, all right, this is cool.
So that's usually what happens when we add new songs. So this is one that we haven't played on here yet.
Yeah. Someone requested this, so we were like, oh, maybe we could do it. So. After you meet her family.
job, Cisco.
Yeah, good stuff. Wasn't sure how that one was gonna go, but it went.
Indeed.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you usually drink your special drink out of your mug. I wonder what's in the thermos.
Well, I needed a little extra today.
Ah.
So I put it in a thermos. It does not help that I opened up another bag of Doritos. If you've been with us, like, I don't know, what was it? How many shows ago?
This is number 33 today. 33.
This is 33, but this was, I don't know what show it was, but I brought out the 4 or 5 bags of Doritos that you bought me for quarantine. Yeah, I opened them. A lot of them. I don't want to talk about it anymore. It's upsetting. Sweatpants. Sweatshirt.
Well, you know, I think you look pretty good in those sweatpants.
Oh, thank you. Okay, let's do the song then.
Indeed. This next tune is going to be the last one today for us, folks. But we hope you've enjoyed some of the new tunes we did. Again, we're trying to add new songs almost every day. We may not get every day, but we're going to be playing every day regardless. Again, thanks to everyone who's been very generous with the Venmo tip jar. We really appreciate it. Thanks to everyone who keeps tuning in and watching and sharing the videos. I know we have over 1,100 followers now on Facebook, which is great, and the page has about almost 1,000 likes, which is awesome. And the article in the New Jersey Herald, I think, should be coming out on Thursday. Yep. So we'll see about that. And yeah, just thanks for sharing the love and keeping the positive vibes going, guys. We really appreciate it. This song goes out to everybody out there over the age of 18. These are our well wishes for you.
We're up all night to get lucky.
all night to get lucky. We're up 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 all night to get lucky. All right. Thank you very much. I picked a lot of songs that are hard on my left hand on today.
Oh.
I got to work out on my left hand. Anyway, thank you guys so much for all the love, for tuning in, for everything. We really are grateful. So
Yes,
thank you so
for
much.
hanging with us.
We'll see you tomorrow, Wednesday, the 22nd of April,
Earth Day.
2020. Is it Earth Day tomorrow?
It's Earth Day tomorrow.
It's Earth Day tomorrow.
Earth Day's tomorrow.
Maybe we'll do a song that has something to do with that. All right.
Heal the world.
Okay. Tomorrow, we'll see you then. Show number 34. Be there.